Good morning all, hope you're doing well. This is the COT data video for the week beginning the 21st of August. So we can look at the euro positioning and the dollar, we'll look at the CAD and the pound, and we'll look at gold, we'll look at Aussie and Kiwi and the Swiss franc as well. So that was the EURUSD buy. You would have noticed that we went into, well, below parity, and of course when we got the crossover, that was the buy signal using this setup. So obviously that's in the past, but had you called it, it would have been quite nice. The dollar isn't really breaking lower, 3,000 to 5,000, so we did increase, but however the euro also increased as well, 149 to 159, so there's a big increase there, a slight increase on the dollar. So it's going to be a while before we get the crossover, but when we do get the crossover, then that'll be a good entry for you guys, and then you just have to use your technical analysis and risk management, and ideally sentiment as well, and that would really help. And then you'd be looking for a huge swing trade there using the crossover. Look at yen. Where are we? Yen is negative, and we are 83, minus 83 to minus 80, so it's slightly less negative, but we've got a long way before we breach the zero line, and we can see historically we have failed to breach positive territory, so you could probably argue trending lower, so lower high, lower low. We have got these supports, and potentially a dollar yen trade coming up, but we've got a while before we've got the crossover. Euro off, we'll look at pound, we'll look at Aussie, go in alphabetical order. Aussie's chopping, and we decreased from 43 to 53, so it's a big decrease there of positionings. So this is the bank and institutions, remember this is the non-commercials. So when they're going one way, we need to sort of pay attention to it, and we've got to note that the Aussie bubble was in the strong sell section, so that does tally to what we're seeing. However, we have to remember that this data is delayed from Tuesday. Okay, and obviously a lot of things had happened since Tuesday, and we weren't quite risk off in the market, so Aussie would have depreciated because of that. So it looks fairly heavy for the Aussie, but we'll have to wait and see for Monday. And it's worth noting that the technical scores on the spreadsheet improved. Okay, so we were really quite bearish Friday morning, and then they improved over time as we went into the close. So we are still very low at 25 out of 100, but we were 5. So we were really, really low on the technical scores, but we have improved. Wait until we get above 50, and then you can look for risk on currency, trade opportunities. Obviously off, pound on, we'll look at this. It was pumping a lot. We are continuing to pump 47 to 50. Wait, so there's the 50 basis point hike there, that move there. Very aggressive, and I guess you could say it kind of was a bit of a shock. And they, the banks, they caught on to this, and then they bought the pound, and I think they did quite well out of it. And there's the pound USD buy there. Okay, we had a bit of chop here admittedly, but there's the GU buy signal in June, July area, and that's that. So that's the pound. So we are positive. We're more positive than the week prior, so that's of note. And pound off, CAD on. Oh, CAD sort of drooped, didn't it? So that withered a little bit. Look, we were in positive territory. Nice bounce off the zero line. I think nope, they sold it. So there's the dollar CAD long for that. So obviously the CAD had been sold more than the USD. So there's the UC long trade there. So I think the herd are very skewed on their positioning on the dollar CAD. So be careful. If we do pump on the dollar CAD, then it's going to be quite painful for the retail guys. I think they're about 92% short. I think I'll have to look. Don't forget you can check your spreadsheet if you're interested, and it's got all the data in that. So that's be careful with that basically. CAD and gold drooped quite strongly. 121, 142. So it's a big decrease. Still got some supports, but you could probably argue a break in this uptrend now. You could draw a line. Sort of broke it, didn't we? on a diagonal. Likewise, we were in an uptrend, and I think this move here has broken that trend. Yeah, I think so. Be careful here, it could be quite bearish, especially if the dollar does pump. And we know that the treasury yields were pumping all week, and they were completely relentless as well. Gold off, and then Kiwi on, which is probably going to be sideways. It's just chopping sideways. We were positive, and now we're negative. 2624, 2436. Alright, so just sideways. And likewise, the Swiss franc is going to be doing the same, I think. Yeah, maybe if we go into positive territory, that will be of note, but we are yet to still breach that zero line. So that's today's video. Hopefully it's useful. And we've got Jackson Hole this week, so we've got some news bites coming out from central banks, and it's going to skew things a little bit. And it's good news about the robot because it's embracing that volatility, and so it's quite clever in so much is that the robot's adaptive to the market conditions. So with any luck, it continues to do okay. We had a very good week, very good end to the week using this robot logic, and we're using the 50% crossover. So more information in Telegram or in Discord, or you can contact me if you want more information. And that's it. So remember to trade safely, have a good Sunday, and I'll speak to you guys soon.